Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown, but we both know how to swim, no worries as we'll fall now. Let's take it slow, where you go I go too, and if you hit the bottom I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow, who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow.
Big rain, come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Spreading truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Catch those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the light and share the vibe. Crush those pearls, let's take the ride. Come in here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear.
The pearls were bound together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low, together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every not stopping, pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Click play and come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comments here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. Defending truth is what we do. So hit subscribe and join the crew. With every search we pave the way. Together we will save the day. With every laugh we lift our hearts. In the search we all take part. Thank you all for standing strong. Together we belong. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Hit the like and share the vibe. Clutch those pearls, let's take the ride. Comment here and spread the cheer. Members make the truth so clear. Come along with me.
Well, hello, my beautiful pearls. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is May 17th, 2025. It is currently 7:56 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate you all joining me. It does mean so much that you guys are here, my beautiful pearls. We have a lot to talk about today in the Lilly and Jack Sullivan case. Still missing. Today is day 15. Yesterday was 2 weeks that they had went missing. What's that? Son gonna be live. I told him to contact you. What's that, JD? I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean, Lovey. I apologize. We might have a guest that jumps up here in a little bit. We'll just have to see if they're available or not. If not, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Joanne, thank you so much, my dear. Love you, Justin. You're the best person I subscribe to and the only one I follow every night, even from the UK. Joanne, I appreciate that comment so much. I really do. And thank you so much for that. That means everything to me today. So thank you very much. That is very sweet. And I appreciate your continued support, my dear. Daisy Love, thank you so much. 11 months. What are you doing? Thank you so much, Casey Love. We really do appreciate you. Thank you for 11 months of continued support. Good to see you, my friend. Phoenix, how you doing, love? Thank you so much. Thank you, Dustin, for all you do. Thank you, Sweet Phoenix. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. Means so much to me, truly. Thank you for kicking off our goal there. And there's Mama's the Bomb, 14 months. How you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much for all you do. Please remember to hit that like for our sweet Justin. Thank you, Mama's the Bomb. I really do appreciate that. You are an OG, to say the very least. I spoke to him, JD. Yeah, I spoke to him as well. Thank you so much, Mama's the Bomb. Really do appreciate you. 14 months. Wow, that is definitely an OG. Can't thank you enough, my friend. Good to see you. All right, so the RCMP are out, and searchers got out there early this morning. But as of today, 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan and her 4-year-old brother, Jack Sullivan, are still missing from their Lansdowne Station home in Nova Scotia. They went missing May 2nd, and today there's been renewed efforts. Ground and air search teams, including the RCMP, the Civil Air Search, and the Rescue Association, are focusing on specific areas around Gairloch Road. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Initially, there was over 160 volunteers that scoured the 5.5 square kilometer area of really dense forest. Despite scaling back on May 7th due to challenging conditions and the low survival odds, authorities have received now over 180 public tips and conducted, as the last time they said, 35 formal interviews. Stepfather Daniel Martell believes that they were kidnapped, perhaps, though no evidence supports this theory, states the RCMP. The RCMP continues to treat the case as a missing persons investigation, urging anyone with information to contact them 902-485-4333, or you can call the Nova Scotia Crime Stoppers. You can always remain 100% anonymous. 1-800-222-TIPS. 1-800-222-8477. So that's what's been going on today. There's some new articles and stuff that we're going to talk about and get to that as well. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support, my dear. Good to see you, Maria. Thank you for your continued support, honey. Have they looked into the real dad Justin dumb question? That's not a dumb question, Bo. I'm sure that he has been interviewed. The thing is, I don't think he could directly do anything because he is allegedly on home confinement. And you know what that means. Generally, there's something strapped to your leg. And from what I understand, studying this case, he's never really wanted anything to do with the kids anyways. So I think it would be a very low probability, in my opinion. I think as of now, the RCMP has not publicly stated that any person is a person of interest and or a suspect. So we have to treat all individuals as innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. Now, you can still have an opinion, you can still have your thoughts and all of that, but just please, if it's not a fact from the RCMP, please write "in my opinion" or "allegedly," something of that nature. That way, because there's so much misinformation in this case, it is incredible how much misinformation is. And that way, if we know it's a fact or not. So that being said, guys, do me a favor, please hit that thumbs up button. Would greatly appreciate that. It's a free way to get this out into the world. You can share this on your choice of whatever social media. Just click the, copy the link and drop it in your favorite social media. That's a way to get it out there. Hit that thumbs up. That's the way YouTube will recommend it for other people to see this. It's very important that these cases get the attention that is needed, right? So those are ways that you can support. Other ways you can support the creator. If you want to become a member, that's always appreciated. Or if you want to donate, that helps as well. No pressure, but always appreciated. Thank you so much, Karen. Really do appreciate you, my love. Thank you, Joseph. I do prayers for these missing babies, Lily, Jack, Sebastian, as well as so many more. Thank you, Karen. I really do appreciate you. Your dog is so cute, Karen. 11 months. We're almost on our year anniversary. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Karen. I really do appreciate you, honey. And thank you, Mary Ann. Good to see you, honey. Thank you so much. How you doing, Miss Mary Ann? Thank you so much for your support, my love. Really do appreciate you very much. Hey, Holly, what do we know about stepdad's relationship with his two children? Holly, yeah, I don't know if he was in my live yesterday, but his two other children, there's photos of Jack and Lily and Daniel and mom and his two children. I showed a picture yesterday. I blocked their faces out because they're, have nothing to do with this. But it seems like he's got some sort of relationship with his two other children. They look around the same age as Lily and Jack as well. They're right around that same age as well. So he's got some sort of, or at least did have some sort of relationship with, his other kids. But, we'll just kind of have to see. All right. Good to see you all. Wonder if he lost access to those kids. It's a good question, Trash Panda. He has been upfront in saying that he can't see Meadow right now. And, sometimes, they won't allow you around any children if, you're not cleared. And sometimes just not the ones that are in your home. So it just depends. Hey, Melanie, good to see you, love. Thank you so much for your support. Love being part of the Pearl family. We love you too, Miss Melanie. Thank you so much for your support. Really does mean a lot to me, my dear. Okay. So this just came out a little bit ago. We're going to get started with this. And let's see what's going on here. Credit goes to CBC. Stepdad of missing Nova Scotia kids says he hopes, quote, something positive, end quote, comes from renewed search. Do you guys feel in the chat, do you feel like they are just going back over this to just like double check? Or do you think perhaps there's some sort of data that has came back, because they're saying targeted. I don't know. Was Daniel's mom and brother home when Lily and Jack went missing? Allegedly. Yes. Allegedly, yes. And, it just kind of makes you think they have something. I think they're just double checking. Data clue, unsure. Meadow is a pretty name, isn't it? Double checking, maybe. I'm behind on this case, but I think both. Interesting. Very interesting. I've been checking for updates all day as I'm from here. All right. So here is Daniel. And we spoke about this the other day. The areas that have been searched, they kind of put these little ribbons around trees to let they know that it's been searched. Since he was out searching on his own, I think they are researching because maybe they want to make sure he didn't place evidence in places that are already searched. Interesting thought there for criming out loud. You could be absolutely correct. Data because they had just scaled back. Well, regardless, I give Daniel more credit than I do Mom. And the reason is he's been the only one out advocating for Lilly and Jack. Whether he's doing that to save his own self or not, he's still doing it. Right? And Mom is quiet. Bio Dad is not even involved. So I give Daniel more credit that he's out there. And, he even said kind of a little dig we were speaking about yesterday. He's like, I'm the only one out here talking about Lilly and Jack, which is sad. That's his words. What is it with these moms, Sebastian, as well? Trust. I understand. I understand. I understand what you're saying. I don't understand what they're doing, though. But at least he shows the kids' photos during the presser. Absolutely. Absolutely. Justin, did you doing or doing? There's that accent. Yeah. I pray some kind of evidence comes out soon. Well, the thing is, the longer this goes on, 15 days now, the more time ticks, the colder things get in a lot of cases. Now, in Canada, you Canadians need to help me on this because I don't know like I know here. But do Canadians ever prosecute without a body? Is that something Canada does if they don't have someone's remains? If they have enough evidence, will they still prosecute? So, the stepdad of two missing kids in rural Pictou County says he hopes for the ground search and rescue operation that resumes Saturday will bring Lilly and Jack Sullivan back home. Quote, I'm really hopeful that they find something, said Daniel Martell. Quote, I'm grateful for each and every one of them that take the time out of here to go back through here to go through black fly. What? Every time they take the time out of here to go through this, they got a typo in this. They got through black flies and go through these forests. Oh, I think I understand what they're meaning. They're talking about the flies. Are they called black flies? Those little things that was around the camera the other day? To go through the black flies and go through all of these forests that are absolutely so dense. The siblings went missing from their home in Lansdowne Station on May 2nd. On May 7th, after an extensive efforts to find the kids, RCMP announced they were scaling back the search. Ground search crews departed the community a day after the RCMP announcement. Nobody is giving up. Nova Scotia crews spend 58. Okay. More than 100 people from 5 different search and rescue teams were at work Saturday, i.e., today. I'm just hoping for something positive, a positive outcome that brings the kids home. Martell said, that's the main goal. It's the main goal. It's just to find the truth. That's a very interesting statement that he says right there, right? In my opinion, I'm just hoping for something positive, a positive outcome that brings the kids home. Doesn't use their name. Martell said, that's the main goal here. It's the main goal. It's just to find the truth, right? And the truth is a different statement than to, finding where they are, right? Just so we can find out where they are. But to find the truth, that is something that is totally different, in my opinion. Could be how he speaks, but I don't know. I really don't know. I find that interesting, though. Has anyone, has anyone heard from mom at all? Where is she? Where is she? I was looking at a case that was, in 2020. I've spoken about Dylan Ehler, and the parents got blamed horrible in that case. Horrible. They weren't even there whenever when Dylan went missing, and they got crucified, which I never understood it whenever they weren't there. It was grandma that was there. But you could just see the absolute breaking of mom and dad, right? You could just see it. And here, the only thing we know is she's done one update or one interview. It wasn't really even an interview, it was just more of a comment or two. Moved out and updated her profile. That's it. 4 hours before cops bothered to show up, Nova Scotia. In Dylan's case, it took them, I think they blundered that case. I really feel that they blundered Dylan's case, to be quite honest with you. They didn't give a notification out in Dylan's case till like 3 or 4 hours after he went missing. It's crazy. Carla, thank you so much, my friend. I really do appreciate your support. Good to see you, Miss Carla. Thank you. Appreciate you. Good to see you, love. Thank you so much for your support. And Nick, hello. Good to see you. Thank you from Nova Scotia. Thank you, my friend Nick. I really do appreciate your support. Really does mean a lot, my friend. Thank you so very much. Very generous of you. Cops need to get some search dogs out there. Well, they have had search dogs out there. They really have. They've had scent dogs. The beginning of this, what was it, Monday, they started even with cadaver dogs and stuff. So, what's your thoughts on mom being so quiet? I think there's only, you know, you can. I don't understand it. There's just nothing that I can understand about that, to be honest with you. I know I know everyone acts different when something like this happens, but there is a standard base level for almost all human beings when it comes to certain events in our lives, right? Especially what should be the most important person or persons in our life, and that is our kids, right? Now, when I saw mom's video, I thought, I think she's easily manipulated. I said that. And she might be, but or she just may be really good at playing a part. I don't know. Do we know if mom was advised not to talk to? Leslie, that is a good point, and thank you for bringing that up. Mom says she was advised not to talk to the media, right? And this is the thing. Daniel hasn't apparently, and even if you was advised, right? If you're advocating for your child, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong? What would be so wrong with her, you know, getting on, you know, Newsweek or CTV News or whatever and advocating for a child? I don't understand that. So that's always been a tough one for me. Now, here in the United States, police will never advise you on anything. They are not there to advise. You either talk or you don't in any case. And if you talk, they'll listen. And if you don't, they will just dig harder. That's the truth. Uh, she apparently talked to the same LE that Edgar. Right, right, Angel. Oh my God, I know. I seen when they said she is in her mom's house. Well, I'd be too exhausted to direct interview. No way. Um, maybe, maybe Jennifer. The From the things that I have heard spoken to, privately off the cuff, so to speak, to these parents that, God forbid, but already have their kids missing. Most of them say it is almost an adrenaline that goes through your body, and you can't be quiet. You can't shut up. You can't sit down. You just got to go, go, go. I don't know. I don't know. Despite this, Martell said his family and the community have been uh, a constant source of support and hope. Amy Hansen, one of the search managers, said the search resumed this weekend so the team could, quote, come back in with fresh people and cover areas because we haven't resolved the situation yet, end quote. Quote, we just want to find these children and bring them home, end quote, said Hansen. The searchers will be expanding into areas that they haven't been searched. They also will be looking at more deeply into areas already covered, including where children tend to go when missing in wooded areas. I don't know if I told you guys that, maybe I showed you guys, but there is software that will kind of tell the searchers if this person or this child is likely to go up this hill or down this hill or stay on, the path of least resistance kind of thing, if they're going to stay by the creek, if they're going to even get in the creek, I guess. So there's all kinds of different things like that. The software and AI, I guess, will update them. Hansen said previous search efforts were suspended because of exhaustion, stress, and injuries consisting of bad falls, sprained ankles, and twisted knees, but they are now prepared to search for this weekend, meaning today. Everyone's rested, refreshed, and ready to go, said Hansen. They're still going to push themselves to the point where they can't anymore, but they're troopers. And that just came out just a little bit ago. I don't know what this
Someone
is.
to do a polygraph test. Is that on you?
That's not just on me, but on everyone. That's what I asked for. I asked for that so early on.
Okay, so that's the old one that we've already seen. It's just it's nonstop with these poor family. All right, let me pop some stuff up here. Sure, sorry. Yep. All right, the person's going to come on tomorrow. They just text me. Okay. And there's some new articles out as well. This one is Lilly and Jack Sullivan update. Search intensifies in specific areas. Right here. Let's see if there's anything here.
Children go missing. A toddler wanders out an open door. A teen doesn't make it home from the mall. A child
Okay, I don't know what that is. All right. So as the search for missing Lilly and Jack Sullivan enters the third week, officials have returned to the areas to surround the home where the children was last seen. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, said at a press release issued Friday afternoon that they, quote, will focus on specific areas around Gairloch Road in the effort to locate Lilly and Jack and advance the investigation. Now, this is the thing. Do you guys remember, for those of you that's specifically in the United States, that 2-year-old that was found 8 miles away just recently? I think it was in Arizona. Hold on. Is Vet Girl in here? Hey, Vet Girl. When kids get lost, they do what when they get hungry, cold? Usually scream and cry loudly. Yes. And not only that, the stepfather and said when they would get cold, they would come back inside. Right? And it was cold. It was cold. It was absolutely cold then. It's I more believe kids were gone days before. They could have been gone as early as Tuesday evening, I would say. So we'll just have to. But that little 2-year-old was 8 miles. How the hell does a 2-year-old get 8 miles? Now, it was, it's very flat in that area, but is Nova Scotia's relatively flat, right? Is it? Help me out here. Or is it kind of hills? It's rather flat, right? Also, under 5 missing children in Canada is supposed to be automatically an Amber Alert RCMP. You have hills and mountains. Depends on the terrain. Do we know how long new search will go on for this weekend? That's been the plan, is just this weekend. I want to know why 2 children under 6, very cold, very damp, just decides to go into the mountains. Yeah, I want to know why the parents' stories are way off. Way off. Does anyone know if there are any underground bunkers? And if so, they check. I wouldn't be worried about underground bunkers, so to speak. I would be more worried about wells and things like that. Mine shafts, all of that. Sebastian walks out of the door and disappears. Hong walks out of the doors and disappears, and these 2 babies walk out and disappear. There's a lot. And this is the thing. None of them are solved right now. The 5-mile radius just around the house. Wonder why they couldn't search that area day one. I don't know what you mean by that. Kids didn't seem well looked after, in my opinion. Jack wearing same clothes. He had that on day before, Daniel said. I mean, I think they look, pretty clean. Anytime the pictures and stuff were there, I don't think that they were the worst. You know what I mean? I think, outside was rough. It was rough, and there were some hazards along the way, but things can change. Things can really change rather quickly. Could not search 5-mile radius in a day. It's thick, dense. There are 2 raising. Everyone needs to remember the 2 are raising a baby, and it seems like the mother has, apparently, that's why her interviews. Oh, I don't think she has Down syndrome at all. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I can appreciate your first part, but there's nothing of, in my opinion, of Down syndrome of her. I don't know where you got that. Do you mean autism? Is that what you mean? I don't. She absolutely does not have Down syndrome. I'm sorry, but not at all. Yes, 4 adults on the property. All right. Let me see here. This one's by Holly Silverman. Ground search and rescue teams, the Civil Air Search and Rescue Association, and the RCMP. I mean, it was muddy as hell. Okay, guys, look at this. We was talking about that 4-wheeler. Look at this 4-wheeler right here. Let me show you this. I just thought of this. Look at these four-wheelers. Those are muddy. Those are muddy. Right? They're definitely muddy. Why was old boys so clean? The thing there. But look at the ground. This picture was taken the 5th, by the way. Let me show you something. Why does it keep doing this? I mean, look, it's muddy. Muddy, muddy, muddy. I don't know when the picture was. Once you learn about, you'd think underground is very plausible. Like, you mean bunkers? Many clean ATVs after riding here in muddy. Yep, we've had rain. That's the detail that sticks out to me. The fact he said he took his car, by the way. Daniel said he said car. I think he said car, and he went up through every dirt road. So in my opinion, they need to be... How many dirt roads is there? Like, if you turn left or right and you go a mile left and a mile right, how many dirt roads are you going to pass either way? I mean, I know there's dirt roads, but like, is there that many dirt roads? That's the detail that sticks out to me. The fact that neither parent could describe Jack's pajamas he was wearing the night before. And that's the thing, they couldn't have seen them that morning. Welcome in. So, but like, if you go left, let's say you're in their driveway off their SV, and you go left, and you just go a mile out that road, are you going to pass a lot of dirt roads? Let's get on the road and let's just look ourselves. I want to check this. I want to see these so-called dirt roads. I mean, I know there's dirt roads. They have logging and stuff like that. But I just want to see like what we're going to see if we get in the car and turn left or right. Right? You feel me? Click them keys and Google me. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Google Earth it. Yep, here we go. All right, so we're going to get on the road. All right. So we're going to go left for now. Right? And this was taken in September 2018. All right, is this a road right here? Okay, look at this. Oh, that's probably the neighbors though, isn't it? I think that's the neighbors. Right? One. Just trying to see. All right, here we go. What's that? All right. Would that be considered a road? Would that be considered a dirt road? Dirt road ATV trail. Dirt driveway. All right, what's this sign? I want to see it. Hold on. What does this say? Lansdowne Outdoor Recreation Park, camping. That doesn't look like a turn. Camping over the hill. Okay. It's probably right here is the camp. Okay, this is the thing. Okay. This is closed now, right? Maple syrup for sale, all fishing closed. Can you go out here? No, can't go out here. Can't go out here at all. I heard this is closed now. Picnic table. What does that say? Oh, it's a rest area. How about that? Sick children in freezing temps, no food, etc. Not crying, not yelling, just vanished. I'm just trying to see if there's, he said he went through, are they searching water also? They did, they had water searchers came in the other day. I'm just looking, he said he went through up all the dirt roads. Right, I'm just trying to see if you go a mile out, you know, how many dirt roads is there really? You know what I mean? This looks like bear country. Outdoor recreational park. This definitely looks like bear country. Okay, there's a road right here. This is Matheson Road. Okay, I guess it's on up. All right, here's Matheson Road. So I'm guessing he would have went down this road. Right? He would have. Let's see here. Could they have gotten out of the road and been hit by a car? I mean, anything is possible, but there's just not anything to necessarily suggest that. This is the main ATV trails. All those lead to smaller ones not visible on Google. Tons of ATVs. Nope. Okay. Someone just sent me this. I'll show that. So there's a few ATV trails up supposedly. I guess are not. Look at this. Not visible to Google Earth, it says. So I guess the red is the ATV trails. And how long would it, okay, Mike, this is my next question. How long would it take for him to go up every dirt road, like he's saying here? All these culverts. Which dirt roads? Which culverts? I wouldn't think dirt walking trails path through the woods, bike trains, ATV trails could be seen on Google Earth. I wonder why the RCMP ruled out the kids wandering at the end of the driveway and being picked up by someone at the road. They probably know more. And he said he checked culverts too. That was in waist deep water. Later searching faster than, yes. He's like, I was ahead of the helicopter. No, you weren't. You're not. I don't care if you're a marathon runner. You are not going to be ahead of a helicopter. You're just not. You're just not going to be. Sorry. wonder if they swabbed the ATV. Well, I would hope that they've checked the ATVs and the cars and all of that. I would hope. Wouldn't you think? I mean, if they don't, we're in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble otherwise. Because it's that would be really bad. All right. Let me show you this, y'all. Here we go. 2-hour delay in calling police. Nearly 2 hours. Yep, you're right.
Warden of Pictou County, Robert Parker, joining us from Central West River, Nova Scotia. Robert, thank you so much for joining us. You're a community leader, and so I'm sure you're hearing from a lot of people about this. And I don't know how they felt when the search had to be called off, but how are they feeling about the fact that this search now has resumed or will?
Well, I haven't had a chance to talk to a lot of people because this news only came out late this afternoon. But anybody I've been talking to over the last week, the real search now is for answers. What happened to little Jack and little Lilly? I think the whole community is still very upset and very much needing answers. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, all of Pictou County is that village right now, I can tell you, because everybody is very, very concerned about what happened. We'd love to see the two little ones back alive with us. That may not happen, but we need the answers. There needs to be closure. And this may open a whole lot of other questions once we get that answer.
Robert, do you think that the community is prepared for what you allude to here, which is a result that they...
Yes, Linda. There's been many crimes solved by debris, in a person's vehicle, whether that's, a type of grass seed or flower, or even bug, that is kind of attached with the car. It's solved many things. I wonder what the talk around town is. Well, Debbie, there's not really much of a town. But no, just kidding. I mean, I don't know. I think that they just want to find answers, and
they are not found alive.
I think most people are. I think they've the only chance I've heard people say of those two little ones still being with us is if they were abducted, which the Mounties keep saying that they can find no evidence of that. Then perhaps they would, be with somebody, that somebody'd be looking after them. But, it's hard to believe that those search parties could be in the woods for that long. And
they searched the water the other day. I don't know if they're searching. I don't think they're searching water today.
150 of them a day. It's hard to believe that those search parties could be in the woods for that long. And, 150 of them a day. And not find even a hint of the children being there. So whatever new evidence, we're hoping that the RCMP have some new evidence, and they must have, or they would not have called these search teams back in late this afternoon.
What has the mood been like since Lilly?
So he seems to think, let me just listen to that little part there again.
Or they would not have called these of them a day. And not find even a hint of the children being there. So whatever new evidence, we're hoping that the RCMP have some new evidence, and they must have, or they would not have called these search teams back in late this afternoon.
He makes it, in his opinion, he makes it sound like they might have gotten some data back or some sort of tip, intelligence, whatever you want to call it, and that's why they're going back in. Trezell drove around looking for the boys too. Oh yeah, yep, they're on cameras doing that as well. Sounds like they were told to search the woods. Well, it's very targeted searching, right? It's very targeted. It's close to the house. Now, I would think, in my opinion, if there is some sort of foul play, and if they have, God forbid, been discarded by another human being, I think that they are going to be around a road, a trail, something like that. They're going to be nearby a trail, most likely. Right? Most people who are discarded are put next, within the vicinity of a road, alongside of a roadway. Because it's, if we're in true crime, so I'm going to say it, but it's hard to carry weight, right, through woods and all that stuff. The tires on the ATV would still have been dirty, you would think, but they weren't even dirty at all.
What has the mood been like since Lilly and Jack went missing? It's 2 weeks now. For a good week, the search was going on. Then it was, I guess scaled back is the word that we're using, but there was no searching happening anymore. How are people feeling?
I think the mood went from one of hope and tension in the community for the first few days that possibly they will find the little ones in the woods. But as time went on, and by the time day 4, 5, and 6 came, that hope was dropping a lot. And when the searchers pulled away, I think at that point, or were pulled away, I should say, at that point, I think people's hope went downhill pretty fast. And now it's more, I would say, a mood of sadness, but also a mood of, we have to protect all our children. And is it safe out there for them? Little children wondering, is it safe? And parents wondering, is it safe? Until we get some answers to what happened here, there's a certain amount of, in society or in the whole county and across the province, wondering about the safety level of our little ones. If something happened to these two, could it happen to others? And that may not be founded, but it could be.
What is your message to those who are going to gather in?
That's a very good point, the real Me Too. Remember, there was never any issue warning to the parents that their child could be in danger, right? There was never anything by the RCMP saying, listen, we don't know what happened to Lilly and Jack. Someone could have gotten them, and keep an extra close eye out on your kids if they're playing outside right now, right? I think that's important as well. Now, Daniel and Mom, Daniel said check the border, check the airports, and all of this. And recently, in his most recent interview, he said he's beginning to think they're not in the woods now. Right? Justin, if it was washed in body of water, the tires would have gotten muddy coming out of the water. Well, yes. Even if it was clean when it came out of the water, the tires are going to be wet and it's going to get dirt on their tires, like the dry dirt. It's going to stick to it. RCMP didn't encourage people to check their hunting cabins, sheds, etc. on their properties either.
In that area of the very thick woods, and I've seen reporters doing hits, and there's a lot of bugs out there. It's a difficult area to be searching. What's your message to those teams as they spend their time tomorrow and through the weekend looking for Lilly and Jack?
Well, first, a big thanks from the community, and we put out a press release to that effect today from our municipal level of government for the time and the effort and that goes into this. It's not easy. It's rough terrain.
Tugs, the thing is it's all a non-cell phone area pretty much. I pulled the towers from like all the towers I pulled up, and there's only like 2 or 3 towers in the whole area. Like, it's nothing at all. However, they have found something to give them enough reason to go back and search. Perhaps, people's been talking about this alleged party that was taking place, which we have no idea if that happened, but you can guarantee that RCMP does. You see, the good thing about if an accident happens and nobody is expecting an accident to happen, right? So you wouldn't have time to, before the accident happened, you're going to have your cell phones on and, different electronics or whatever. And if it does ping somewhere, they're going to know who was all in that house if there was some sort of party, which as of now, I have to treat it as just a rumor because there's nothing else that's been confirmed about it.
You say there's bugs everywhere now and ticks and stuff, but they're willing to keep coming as long as it takes to find these little ones for us. And so we very much appreciate their efforts, but I would ask everybody in our county and across the...
There was a scent at the end of the driveway, but this is the thing, Tina. I feel, this is my opinion and it's speculation, and I want to make that clear. Speculation is not a fact, but I feel like that scent at the end of the driveway is when they got on and off the bus, because that's where they get on and off the bus. Maybe that's when they got on and off the bus Tuesday, right? Exactly. So I don't feel like that scent at the end of the road has nothing to do with what happened to them, right? How many kilometers did they say they searched out? Was it like 3 kilometers? Let me see here. I'm trying to find out. I'll find out in just a second. I'll find it in a second.
Province here and across the country for 2 things. One is to be patient. Give the searchers and give the RCMP time to do their job. They're the professionals. Let them do their job. And the second is to be kind. Be kind to each other. Be kind to the people that are sometimes being accused of something that that's not right now.
So he says, give them time to do their job. 5.5 kilometers is about 3.5 miles. 3.5 miles. To me, that's not enough, to be quite honest with you. I don't think that's enough radius, in my opinion. I think they need to do at least a 5-mile radius, in my opinion. If those kids was playing in the backyard, that's where their last freshly sent should have been. Yep. That as well. Absolutely. I think they are very close to the home and not with us anymore. I mean, I think law enforcement has said, quite a while ago that they don't have any reason to believe that they could, withstand this long of time. They didn't do much to the east or south. Do they have a map out of the area that they searched at? I guess looks like pond or lake off Matheson. Oh yeah, there is. Yep, off Matheson there is. So, look at this. Someone just sent this to me. I'm going to go back to this in just 1 second, but I was just looking at on Google Earth and check this out. Remember we saw Matheson just a minute ago? The road, like, there is big ass bodies of water right here. I guess perhaps these are what they were searching the other day. I believe something happened that morning, maybe the day before, gave them plenty of time. It's very irregular search area, but that's not unusual. People don't show up and mess with stuff. Here they'll give us the map of like the radius that they searched. Okay, Trash Panda, thank you. It's amazing. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I think I've seen this now that you sent this. Look at this. Yeah. Thank you for that, Panda. So this is the map. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. And so I'm assuming this is north, right? North, south, east. Is that east? West? Is that correct? They're staying in this area. That's interesting. It's like they're going on. Huh. What do y'all think about that? Just according to him, the children could have been moved out by a four-wheeler and taken them to water before. Absolutely. North is up, right? You're directionally dysfunctional. I'll play it again in just a second, Shorty. I will. My dad is superintendent in the RCMP, and they definitely know more and I keep inclusive the best. Now remember, parents said, oh no, they won't go across the road. That's south. There is a river, middle river, that starts across the street to the south. Okay. So north, south, east, west. So it seems like that they are going, what would it, southwest? They're kind of staying in the southwest area. I'm assuming these right here are all roads, like these squiggly lines. And that's very interesting because I think they're doing the right thing, because they're usually found beside of a road, or the sawmill may have caves near it. I believe they are trying. I believe parents are trying to them off. I don't know what you mean, Kiki. I'm sorry, baby. Is a sawmill in that radius? I have no idea. I know what the sawmill's called. I showed y'all pictures of it the other day, but I can't remember. I don't know how far it is from there. If they used a 4-wheeler or something else, it would have been taken to be investigated right away, in my opinion. Might be, but I also haven't seen them take a vehicle off the property. Right? Have y'all seen them take a vehicle off the property? Am I missing something? Because I have not seen that. And, you know, this is the thing. This is true crime, so we're just going to talk true crime. So trigger warning. I'm just going to say, if someone did something to them and there was a 4-wheeler used, they could have perhaps used a tote or whatever. You get what I mean? Tied it to the back of the 4-wheeler and dropped it, buried it, threw it in water, wherever. And there would be nothing. You get what I mean? It wouldn't have been, there would have been nothing on the 4-wheeler, like other, you know, because nothing would have been touching the 4-wheeler. You get me? Trying to be as sensitive as I possibly can, but this is also true crime, so. Amber Alerts is for abductions. There are other alerts for missing children. Why are so many people confused about that? I don't know, Whitney. I think a lot of people think Amber Alerts are going to just save the day, and believe me, they do a lot of times, but I don't criticize them for not doing an Amber Alert. I really don't, personally. I know they have been criticized very, very much about not doing an Amber Alert, but there's nothing to suggest that they were taken. In Canada, any child under 5 years old is supposed to have an Amber Alert. I mean, just flat out Amber Alert if you're under 5, no matter, and you're missing. Okay, if they thought they were alive, why no Amber Alert by now? If they believe that that's not the case, they called back to retrace the search areas again, working way back where they started. Basically double. They may have to have been getting in a car or someone else. It depends, you know. In America here, it varies by state. Some states you have to someone has to physically see them being put in a vehicle. Some states is not as stringent. The footprint at the house is my wonder. The thing about the footprint is they didn't even know in the beginning if it was even relevant. And actually, mom says that. She's like, we don't even know if that's, relevant. If the kids went missing prior to Friday, MB, they had enough time to drive to the ocean. Yes. Yes, and that's why the days leading up, basically the last proof of life for Jack and Lilly, outside of anyone that lives there, is Tuesday at around 2:30 when they're getting off the bus. Other than that, Tuesday afternoon and night, Wednesday, no school. They didn't go. See, if there was school Wednesday, I think it would have probably helped, because if they would have held them, if mom would have held them back for school Wednesday, that they were sick or one of them was sick, I think that would have told us a lot more. But there just happened to not be school Wednesday. Right? Oh, thank you, Kiki. You love me. Mom gives me Megan Boswell vibes, in my opinion. You're not the first one to say that. You're not the first one to say that, Jennifer. They did that in Pictou counties on Saturday. Yeah, and that's the thing. Trash Pandas. There was a missing persons alert. I don't know what you guys call them. You guys still got an alert on your phone, correct? People in that area still got the alert on their phone, whether it was an Amber Alert or a missing persons alert. It's the main thing is you got alerted, right? Justin, do we know the day and time the mom called school to excuse them attending? I don't think she did she? I just think they just weren't at school. I don't think there you have to call and say, sorry, little, Judy's out today. She's got a cough. I think they just don't go. And, when you go back, oh, where were you? I had a cough. Yes, you have to call in. You do have to call in. Are you local, Wendy? Yes, you have to report them absent. We use safe arrival. Oh. Okay, I'm wrong on that. That's good. So she had to call in Thursday. You can call or do it on the app. Now, question. If you don't call in or you don't do it on the app, is the school going to call you, the parent? Are they going to say, hi, Miss Sullivan, Lily and Jack aren't at school. Is everything okay? Oh, yes, principal. Lily has a cough. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you. That kind of thing. In Ontario, you do have to call in. School sends an email. It is important. It is an automated message. I mean, there's only like 80 some kids, like 84 kids in the entire school. So, 2 kids not being there, that's a percentage of the whole school. You then mark it as Send you a text from the parents from school. And doing it online is a 2-click thing. Interesting. That's very interesting. Okay. The theory was because there are homes to the east and south, and they must be lost in the west or north if they went into the woods. Public theory, I should say. Okay. That's interesting. All right, let me get back to this because someone wanted me to replay this part right here. Guys, hit that thumbs up button. Greatly appreciate it. Consider becoming a member of the Pearl family.
Over the last week, the real search now is for answers. What happened to little Jack and little Lily? I think the whole community is still very upset and very much needing answers. They say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, all of Pictou County is that village right now, I can tell you, because everybody is very, very concerned about what happened. We'd love to see the two little ones back alive with us. That may not happen, but we need the answers. There needs to be closure, and this may open a whole lot of other questions once we get that answer.
Now, this is the warden of Pictou County. The warden of Pictou County.
Robert, do you think that the community is
Seems like a
prepared
good guy.
for what you allude to here, which is the result that they are not found alive?
I think most people are. I think they've, the only chance I've heard people say of those two little ones still being with us is if they were abducted, which the Mounties keep saying that they can find no evidence of that.
And he's right. Correct, right? Like, the only way that they could actually be alive is that if they were abducted. You know what I mean? Like, that would be the only way. I can send you a screen record on how it works online. You can. Oh, okay, cool.
Then perhaps they would, be with somebody, that somebody'd be looking after them. But, it's hard to believe that those search parties could be in the woods for that long and, 150 of them a day and not find even a hint of the children being there. So whatever new evidence.
All right. Think about this. 150 people in the woods per day for what? 6 days? Right? 6 days. Think about how much ground they can cover. Think about the electronics, the helicopters, all of that. That's a lot of ground that they've covered. But you also got to remember, they are looking, a 4 and a 6-year-old can fold up into something the size of your laptop. Something the size of your laptop. Absolutely. Never trust anyone with your kids other than you. Or, your husband or
We're hoping that the RCMP have some new evidence, and they must have, or they would not have called these search teams back in late this afternoon.
What has the mood been like since Lilly and Jack went missing? It's 2 weeks now. For a good week, the search was going on. Then it was, I guess scaled back is the word that we're using, but there was no searching happening anymore. How are people feeling?
I'm going to give you guys, I think it was our dear Trash Panda just now. She sent me an email about the requirements of the Amber Alert in that area. We'll go over that in just a second because it's important, because they're getting a lot of criticism for this.
I think the mood went from one of hope and tension in the community for the first few days that possibly they will find the little ones in the woods. But as time went on, and by the time day 4, 5, and 6 came, that hope was dropping a lot. And when the searchers pulled away, I think at that point, or were pulled away, I should say, at that point, I think people's hope went downhill pretty fast. And now it's more, I would say, a mood of sadness, but also a mood of, we have to protect all our children. And is it safe out there for them? Little children wondering, is it safe? And parents wondering, is it safe? Until we get some answers to what happened here, there's a certain amount of, in society or in the whole county and across the province, wondering about the safety level of our little ones. If something happened to these two, could it happen to others? And that may not be founded, but it could be.
What is your message to those who are going to gather in that area, the very thick woods? And I've seen reporters doing hits, and there's a lot of bugs out there. It's a difficult area to be searching. What's your message to those teams as they spend their time tomorrow and through the weekend looking for Lilly and Jack?
Well, first, a big thanks from the community, and we put out a press release to that effect today from our municipal level of government for the time and the effort and that goes into this. It's not easy. It's rough terrain. You say there's bugs everywhere now and ticks and stuff, but they're willing to keep coming as long as it takes to find these little ones for us. And so we very much appreciate their efforts, but I would ask everybody in our county and across the province here and across the country for two things. One is to be patient. Give the searchers and give the RCMP time to do their job. They're the professionals. Let them do their job. And the second is to be kind. Be kind to each other. Be kind to the people that are sometimes being accused of something that that's not right now. When the time comes, then fine, we'll deal with that. But be patient, be kind.
Robert Parker, Warden of Pictou County, thanks so much for this.
Welcome to the shit go, hon.
Hey, how you doing?
My next guest is...
Sorry about that. All right. Someone... Okay, this is obviously what's going on right now. The RCMP statements of starting to search again makes it quite obvious this is what happened. Data was collected from their phones and pinging off towers, having them in areas for a certain amount of time. Oh my God, some of these people, it's insane. Absolutely freaking insane. What are they even talking about? All right, this isn't a new one, I'm pretty sure. The children's stepfather, Daniel Martel, told CBC News that the siblings had been kept home from school that day and the previous day because Lilly had a cough. First of all, let me just say, are you going to be kept home for 2 days if you have a cough? Is that something that's going to... It doesn't sound right to me. It just doesn't... It doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound right to me to have a cough. And for you to not say you got up throughout the night or early that morning to give her medicine, check on her, or anything like that makes... It just goes up. All right, Amber Alerts. Amber Alerts are issued in Nova Scotia when police have confirmed a child or person of proven physical or mental disability have been abducted, and the situation is true and the situation is time critical. They use it only when all of the following criteria has been met. All of them. Police have confirmed that an abduction has taken place. You got to confirm that first. The victim is under age 18 or proven physical or mental disability. There's reason to believe the victim is in danger of serious physical injury. There's information available that, if broadcasted to the public, could assist in the safe recovery of the victim. Amber Alerts are province-wide, rather. They broadcast on radio, television, and compatible wireless devices. If you receive an Amber Alert, make note of the location and of the abduction and the description of the victim, suspect, and or vehicle involved. Watch out for the victim, suspect, and or vehicle described in the Amber Alert. Immediately report all findings to 911 or to the phone number included in the Amber Alert. So all of those have to be met, right? Now, a lot of times they will do this because they want Amber Alerts in America. They get more funding to make the search bigger. And it opens a lot more resources up, right? How was the boyfriend supporting 5 children and a wife working 1 day a week? I mean, I don't think they had like a lot of bills. You know what I mean? They would have, I don't think did they pay any sort of rent? If whooping cough or known virus going around, then yes, they are kept home. A random occasional cough when the kid is feeling fine. Yeah, but she hadn't taken Lilly to the doctor yet. How does she know it's whooping cough or anything else? It looks like they didn't have a lot of money, maybe not very well. There's a 4-year-old. There's coyotes. They're howling everywhere. No way a 4-year-old goes into the woods. Please be careful in what you put. Please write "in my opinion" or "allegedly." Don't say something is a fact unless you absolutely know it is. Is there a documentation of the last doctor visit? Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. All right. This came out. It says everything we know. Everything we know about this.
It's been 2 weeks since 2 young children vanished without a trace in rural Nova Scotia. Here's everything we know about what's happened since their disappearance. Around 10 a.m. on the morning of May 2nd, 6-year-old Lilly Sullivan and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan were reported missing from their home on Gairloch Road in Lansdowne Station. The children's stepfather, Daniel Martel, told CBC the siblings were out sick and not at school on Thursday.
Hold on, I want to look at this. I want to look at this one second. Let's look at this. Let me make this bigger. Look at this, guys. All right. So we're kind of at the back of the yard. There's like a little stream. Big thing of dirt right here. Did they come in and like move all this dirt and put it over there? Is that what they did? That trailer's what, 50 feet? 55 feet? It's a small trailer. All right. She said she heard them playing in the next room over. Next room over. Either their bedroom was either on this side or this side. Huh. It's got to be it's no more than a 3-bedroom. Can't be no more than a 3-bedroom trailer. I was even scared one night. Oh, hell no. You couldn't get me to... I mean, there's no way you could get me to go out there at night by myself, walking down, in a yard. I would be scared to death a bear would eat me. I would be scared shitless that would happen. Because there's no street lights or anything there. You couldn't see you had an eye in your head. No bueno. No bueno. Smiley's laughing at me. I'm not joking, Smiley. I would be scared to death. I mean, bears, everything there, but no. Listen, I grew up like this, in the country like this. No. In Canada, parents get good child tax credit every month. You get a tax credit for your kids every month in Canada? Like a check? Yes. My ass is used to asphalt now. Asphalt. It's my fault. How about that? So if you have a child in Canada, they send you, is it like everyone? You get $600 or $700 just because you have kids every month? Maybe I will live there. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You couldn't be. That's interesting. It's like the assistance but called something else. The amount depends on your income per child. Wow. You get a check for working. Yes, over $600 a month for children under 6, plus check for carbon tax. Everyone's talking about a carbon tax. If they got so much, what kind of house? No, not everyone. Only ones that make less than $60,000 a year, Shirley says. I'm not taxing. So you have to be below certain amount made per year. Carbon tax rebate has ended. Right, L. Kennedy? Little Pearl. I'll be like, do you have a monkey credit? Me and my monkey. No, we don't pay. We see a doctor. Yeah, you guys just... I know. I wish we had better healthcare system here. You should get paid for living in that woods? You think so? So it's basically... I don't know. It's like, it's a child credit, right? I think it's a way to lift, people out of, some poverty, perhaps. Free health insurance plus free money. Let's go. I know, like, if you smoke in Canada, cigarettes are astronomical. Like, they are insane expensive because you get free healthcare there. So you're paying for your healthcare through those cigarettes. I'm telling you that, because it's like $20 a pack. $13 a pack, $18 to $20 a pack here. Holy Moses! It's not free money if your work, because we gotta. Yeah, I mean, I think the taxes. I think there's more taxes in Canada, right? But there's more services, I guess, for the people as a whole. It's supposed to lift children out of poverty, but unfortunately this creates a severe incentive for those who want benefits without putting in the work and love to raise the child. Yeah, we have high taxes in Nova Scotia. I can only imagine. I don't even know what the tax rate is in Canada. I'm in the bushes. You are taxed at under 50. Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right. That's crazy. 50% of your income. No, not 14% sales tax. Oh, I can't imagine. I mean, food is expensive everywhere. I don't care if you live, on Main Street, but 50% that's insane. It's crazy expensive in Canada. It is. I mean, there's no way that anybody should be paying 50%. But I think France. But France, I think they have like the highest. I make $105 in my tax. Maybe $105,000, and my tax rate is 25%. Okay, 25%'s not bad. 25%, that's average. Justin's going camping in a tent. Great Smoky Mountains National Park. No sales tax in Alberta. That's good. Well, I was just in Tennessee the other day. Not the other day, but a couple weeks ago. And I just never noticed it before, but I was buying something and I was like, why is it that expensive like that? And they said, oh, there's a 9 or 10% sales tax in Tennessee, but there isn't a personal tax, so that's why it was so high, or something like that. I was like, your sales tax is almost 10%. They were like, yeah, but we don't have personal tax. I was like, oh, that's not bad then. Does that include everything though? How much do we get deducted from our checks here in the US and we start paying sales before we start paying sales tax? I don't know, but it's crazy as hell. It's just crazy. Oh, hold on, I'm getting something in here. This man, Brandon, went searching and found all. Yeah, I know a lot of people are talking about the things that they supposedly found. But I don't think it's anything. I really don't think anything. Dang, I'm thrown. No state tax. Right, like you don't have to pay you don't have to pay tax on your car, for instance, do you? Like your property, was that you still have like a property tax? Washington sales tax are close to 10%. Smaller countries are. That's crazy. Oh yes, you still have to pay. Like I have to pay my car tax this year, and it's so expensive. I think it's $1,300 for 1 year. $1,300 for 1 year. Car taxes are 13%. Bank loans are 9.9%. Still have to pay. Okay. Yeah, that's how much I have to go pay. If you're breathing, you're paying taxes. Oh, I know. Two different sales tax. Gotcha, Kiki. There is sales tax that you pay on most items, some exempted, and then you also pay income taxes. This amount goes not included. I don't know. My cousin does my. Washington taxes are awful, but minimum wage is one of the highest. It's lifted many children out of poverty. We only pay sales tax on vehicles when it's first purchased. Not us. We pay it when it's first purchased, and then a year after that, and then a year after that, and then a year after that, and the year after, and then it goes down every year. I don't know. I just got way off here. All right, let me see here. Let's see here. And source. What does that mean? Oh, it's on Broadcastify. Got it. At 5:27 on May 2nd. Okay. Tuesday, the bus driver dropped them off at home after school on Tuesday. Right? Follow me here. Wednesday, April 30th, the province had no school on Wednesday due to National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. What the hell does that mean? That's why you didn't have school? Is that a holiday? National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. This is a culturally significant day for the entire country and is observed across all public schools, institutions in Nova Scotia. At 10 a.m. on May 2nd, 2025, 6-year-old Lilly and 4-year-old Jack Sullivan, they are reported missing. The children was last seen playing in the yard, Mom's statement. They were playing outside, but we weren't aware of it at this time. And the next thing we knew, it was quiet. Mother's interview. By 11 a.m. on May 2nd, following their disappearance, a vulnerable missing persons advisory was issued in Pictou County. The county district RCMP is seeking assistance in locating the 6-year-old and 4-year-old Lilly and Jack Sullivan. They were last seen this morning, May 2nd. This was the thing that went out right here. They were last seen this morning, May 2nd, on Gairloch Road in Lansdowne Station, Pictou County. Lilly Sullivan has shoulder-length blonde hair, or light brown hair with bangs, and may be wearing pink sweater, pink pants, and pink boots. I got a question on this. If she was wearing a pink sweater, pink pants, and pink boots, did she would have had to have changed herself that morning, right? She loved pink, yes. But she would have had to have changed herself that morning. No doubt about it. That's not until September 30th, 2025, National Day of Reconciliation. It was a professional development. We pay 7 cents tax here in Rhode Island. Our Truth and Reconciliation Day is at the end of September. Really? That's what it says. Let me look at this. It gave a source here as well. Nova Scotia. Let's see here. Oh, look at this, guys. Look at this. We've got the entire year calendar for education. And we are looking at May 2025 and May 2025 May 7th It doesn't say there. Interesting. Elementary, legend, elementary, middle, junior, high school. No school, all students, the red and that. First day of school, last day of school, yellow. No school, high school only. No school, elementary, middle, junior only. Culturally significant day, school opens. School open. That'd be the 15th on that one. Okay, that's interesting. When Justin gassed, I think he's getting a late slip. Oh, I know. I thought Wednesday was a in service. Aw, baby kisses. That's so sweet. All right. Forgot I had that. What's this? Oh, when was this? May 6th? A reminder, May 7th. Okay, look at this. Look what someone just sent me. This is a text reminder. Make sure it doesn't have your phone number on it, so I can't. Okay, perfect. Just didn't want to dox you there. Look at this. A reminder tomorrow, Wednesday, May 7th, 2025, is a CLT day, and students will be dismissed 2 hours early. That was for May 7th. For some reason, I feel it was more likely that they went missing during the night than at the morning. I don't know. I think it really depends on whether that party actually happened or not. You know what I mean? Is at the end of September. Thank you, Trash Panda. That is May 7th, not April 30th. What did I say? May 7th. A reminder, tomorrow, May 7th, 2025 is CLT Day. So they let out 2 hours early if something happened Monday evening. In my opinion, something happened Monday. Well, Tugs, they went to school Tuesday. They went to school Tuesday, though. So it couldn't have been Monday. Couldn't have been Monday. It had to have been after Tuesday, after they got off that bus. Justin MD played one of your lives about Lilly and Jack. You gasped over a late slip, and MD thought you were serious and said, "What?" Who's MD? I'm sorry. I'm really bad with initials. I thought only one went to school on Monday. Oh, Mike Demont. Okay, gotcha. They both went to school Monday, right? They both went to school Monday. Yeah, it just happens. Yeah, it just don't make sense why they were fully clothed if they hadn't been up even in the morning yet. Exactly. 1 second, y'all. He thought I was serious. Bus driver said both children went to school on Monday and Tuesday. Yes. That's what he said in the article. A good receipt for what? And I'll try to show it to you. Okay, let me get back to where I was here. All right. So I just don't see her wearing a sweater at, like, she might be wearing, I just don't see her wearing a sweater at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning on her own. You know what I mean? When he does that. Oh, Angel. That's funny. Okay. At 11 a.m., following their disappearance, that's when the vulnerable thing went out. Further information regarding the whereabouts of the kid asked to call. The next major thing did not happen until 4:55 on May 2nd. That's when the official update went out. The search for missing Lilly and Jack Sullivan is ongoing in Pictou County since just after 10 a.m. this morning. The search had been underway for 2 children who are believed to have wandered off. Not at 5:27 a.m., a broadcast intrusive alert was issued existing to other counties. RCMP and emergency responders began to search efforts immediately, deployed ground crews and air support. Oh. Listen to this. There's different parts of this? Hold on, look at this. Is it gonna play? Is it gonna play? Let's see if this one will play.
4 and 6. Alright, so there is no portable reception down here. However, the cars do work. So, Constable Mason's vehicle now, she's got her radio on the loud hailer, so she'll be able to hear us. She has no phone reception, but she does have photo of the 2 kids. The 6-year-old is the girl, I believe, and she's wearing pink. The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots. So, yeah, I think that's all we kind of have right now.
10-4, since radio service is not bad, do you guys want an extended timer there?
Thank you so much. What time does the bus driver pick up the kids in the morning? If kids were outside playing, could they have seen anything? Good question, Be Great 88. And I know they're dropped off at about 2:30.
SRCC Patrol 4. CC Patrol.
I don't remember what time they were
Patrol 4, go ahead.
picked up.
10-6 timer, and I can give you a monitor.
Yeah, definitely. Give us 2 hours, and then ask the risk manager if he wants Constable Mason to depart there to go get some phone service to send those images or not. The drone operator is still on scene with the mom, so.
10-4.
With the service, he can get those photos to him.
Did you hear her? Did you hear them say it was 2 hours? Did you hear that?
Patrol 4, SRCC.
Hold on, at least there's 2 of them going on here. All right, let's pause this one. Do you hear that?
The drone operator is still on scene with the mom, so.
10-4.
With the service, he can get those photos to him. So you want her to go get service to send the photos? Yes. 10-4. Sergeant Young. Go somewhere and get service and get those photos sent off. Constable Mason, you copy?
Let me play that. It says it's very
Kids.
interesting. Listen to this. Listen to this.
Bravo 3, go ahead.
Alright, so there is no portable reception down here. However, the cars do work. So, Constable Mason's vehicle now, she's got her radio on the loud hailer, so she'll be able to hear us. She has no phone reception, but she does have photo of the 2 kids.
She doesn't have phone reception, but she does have photo of the 2 kids. Now listen.
The 6-year-old is the girl, I believe, and she's wearing pink. The 4-year-old is wearing some blue dinosaur boots. So, yeah, I think that's all we kind of have right now.
10-4, since radio service is not bad, do you guys want an extended timer there, a 10-6 timer? And I can give you a monitor.
Yeah, definitely. Give us 2 hours, and then ask the risk manager if he wants Constable Mason to depart there to go get some phone service to send those images or not.
Did you hear the 2 hours? Right there. Is he saying cars have CB radios? No. 2 hours there. Let's see.
So you want her to go get service to send the photos? Yes. 10-4. Sergeant Young. Go somewhere and get service and get those photos sent off. Constable Mason, you copy?
So they want her to go get service so she can send photos of Jack and Lilly. 2 hours extended timer. Okay.
Just to confirm, both Kilo dogs on scene there?
turn this thing off right here.
Y'all can hear me there. Are you guys on scene?
Kilo 6 is on scene, Kilo 9, Kilo 17.
Yeah, thank you. You're out 3, go.
How many is there? I don't
With you, and I will not go near the lake.
It is a lot of time.
Okay, thanks.
Yes.
The risk manager, are you still monitoring there?
I mean, could you not send...
Nope.
They had internet.
Yeah, there's a dirt road just past the address, the last point known. We can put vehicles on this dirt road. There's lots of big driveways and stuff. They're fine. If there's any other calls for you for updates, that'll be our staging area.
Couldn't they? I mean, they had... they had home internet. She could have sent it from an email, right? Or something. You would think. Why would they not have phone service with 2 little kids? How did she contact 911? I don't know. There is so much in this that just does not make sense. That... Why does it keep playing? What keeps playing here in the background? Oh, this one. So it just... Something is just really wrong here. Martel said he was in the bedroom with his partner and their baby when he last saw Lily and Jack on the morning of May 2nd. He says he recalled seeing Lily and Jack on the morning of May 2nd. He recalled that Lily was wearing a pink top when she had poked her head in the room of their bedroom. I mean, if this doesn't make sense. If she pokes her head in and they're both dozing in and out of sleep, like, are you going to notice what she's wearing? I don't understand how lots of people were texting her and knowing about kids being missing if no reception. Oh, it does, Mohawk. That's what I'm saying, Justin. They can't help her up to a hot spot or something. I mean, I don't know. It just does not seem right. Minutes later, hold on. He recalled that Lily was wearing a pink top when she had poked her head in the door of their bedroom prior to departing. Minutes later, he heard the sliding glass doors that led onto the backyard open and close. Do y'all see this? Let me show y'all. Just for a little clarification. Look at this. This is in print. He recalled that Lily was wearing a pink top when she had poked her head in the door of their bedroom. Prior to departing, minutes later, he heard the sliding door that leads onto the backyard open and close. Martel had estimated within, quote, a few minutes, he set out to find the children, driving his vehicle on back roads and looking in culverts for them without success. So he did here. Now, sometimes I understand even print will get things wrong, but this is the thing. you're not going to get, he heard them with the sliding door, right? Heard it open and close. No way. Exactly, Bren. He heard the doors open and close, but she said it was virtually silent. Yes. Lily was already dressed at 8:00. Did she think she was going to start the school that morning? In my opinion, it didn't happen Friday. I don't think it happened. I think it either happened. I don't know. I really don't. Mom said she doesn't hear the sliding door. She says it's virtually silent. It's virtually silent. She said we always told her that they kept the door open as well. We always told them to shut it back. I don't know. I don't know. Regarding the scanner, 2 hours on a 10-6. The Canadian Police Communications 10-6 means busy or standby unless urgent. Oh, 10-6 means busy, stand, but unless urgent. 10-7 out of service. 10-8 in service. Okay, thank you for that. That's interesting. FBI releases Gretchen Fleming's. Oh, wow. I need to look at this. Okay, thank you for that. All right, guys. I don't know. Oh. What's that? Maybe this. Yeah. I don't know. Sliders, especially old ones, are noisy. They're big. I mean, they're heavy ass doors. They're heavy ass doors. And that's the thing. Their story, I mean, from the time, like, I'm trying to think, like, you go, you wake up of the morning and you're kind of going in and out of sleep, and you're thinking of, you're saying you hear the kids playing in the room next to you. When was this head popping of, Lily coming in the room? It just doesn't flow right. I think so too, Andrew. I think they both are. I think they both are, to be quite honest with you. I think they absolutely both are. Absolutely. Teetotally. Something is wrong. This does not make sense. No matter how many way you cut it. It just doesn't. Kids also cannot quietly close doors generally. They can't quietly do nothing. Never. Unless... And about Daniel seeing that the kids that the morning and hearing the sliding door. I still couldn't find the video I told you last. That's okay. No worries. Kids are so loud. They are. They are. Guys, I'll be back probably here in a little bit. I don't know. I had another live planned for this live, so I apologize. I didn't have a lot in this live because I was actually planning for something else, but we made it work one way or another. And why is the baby eating in the bedroom? What do you mean, Tom? The baby eating in the bedroom? The baby was sleeping in the bedroom. Did we get 1,000 thumbs up? Y'all are amazing. Oh my God. Listen, mother chickens, I love you. You. Wearing your pearl necklace. Babe, mother chicken. Papa, can you hear me? Christopher. Y'all ready? Let's party.
Christopher! Katie! Christopher! Katie!
I'm too sexy for my hair. Too sexy for my hair. Too sexy for Medicare. I don't know.
You asked to remember off the top of my head. I think it's Sebastian had gotten in trouble. He got caught lying.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
And it
To
was
Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot. To Mr. Proudfoot.
A bullshit?
You asked to remember off the top of my head. I think it's Sebastian had gotten in trouble. He got caught lying, and I had asked him. I said, "Hey, you got to have a punishment for this."
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Not possible because that area is not visible in the footage. My ass.
You rang. You rang. Cake.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Oh my God. Look at Chris. Is that Chris?
Hello? Hello? I said don't disturb you, I'm cleaning my room!
Come by ya.
Oh.
Suck it now.
Come by ya.
Oh.
Suck it now. A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
They can shut their chicken tone, chicken bone, Google Chrome, no home flip phone, disown ice cream cone, garden gnome, student loan, full-blown Indiana Jones, overgrown Flintstone, X and Y chromosome, Fred Zone, Sylvester Stallone, AutoZone, professionally seen silver Patron, head the fuck up, okay? Well, I care.
How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You better call Tyrone, honey. Ginger says you better call Tyrone. Oh, Tyrone is already called, honey. Just so you know. Just so you know. I have already called her. Tyrone. How you doing? I said, do not disturb me while don't disturb me while I'm cleaning my room. That would be Edgar. That would be Edgar. And that is actual that is actual footage of Edgar, Cruella, and Purple Hair. Seriously. You're welcome in advance. Don't hate the messenger. I'm just saying, don't hate the messenger, okay? It's unrelated news. A Mexican Navy ship just crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge with casualties. Looks like a tall ship. Fucking great. Now, I mean, look, the world is pretty bad off when you have a Mexican ship crashing into the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm just saying. It's terrible. Good God. Ugh. Why, Lord? Why? Can you imagine the rage that flows through Edgar's body whenever he sees that? Yep, BJ set him up. This ad makes just Nicole. I mean, I don't know what Brittany did to him, but he was mad at her. He was mad at her. He was. I mean, I don't know what. I should have put my acrylics on today. I really should have. It never ends, Leslie. When did a Mexican get a Navy? That's true. Hold on. A Mexican Navy ship? When did Mexican get an army? I'm sorry. But when Edgar's forelock keeps curly pet afloat. Forelock? What's a forelock? It's a fancy looking ship. It's our army. I'm gonna tell you something. The wind was so bad. The storms were so bad here last night. And today it sounded like, have you ever heard like wind go around your house? Like woo, that sound, that's what it sounded like the whole, like all morning. Woo. I was like, damn. It was really bad. All right, guys. I'll be back in a little bit, I guess. I don't know. Smiley, you going live? You going live, Smiley? Kiki was texting me at 3 a.m. I didn't wake up. Oh, I was still awake at 3 a.m. I really will probably tonight. I probably will tonight. Mr. E's live. Oh, good. Mr. E's live. Smiley going live now? I'll send him over. All right, going to Smiley's, guys. Love you. Drop Smiley's link, please. If y'all want to go over there, head over to Smiley's as well. Are you saying I'm breastfeeding? Babs? Are you saying I'm breastfeeding? What? Are you behind on this live? I feel like I'm going live for. You're bar hopping. You are, be great. You are. All right, we dropped Smileys. Thank y'all. I'll be over at Smileys listening. I'll probably be live in a little bit. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you for joining me.